Hey guys, up to 5 here with another episode of our West Brom career mode. Kicking this episode off, we're taking on Arsenal at the Hawthorns, so we're at home. Hopefully, we can finally beat Arsenal, because I don't believe we beat them last season. I think we lost both of them, I do believe. But we get off to a great start in this one. 3 minutes into the game, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, he's in the cam position for this season, and he's working brilliantly. He started off last season at cam, and it was brilliant, and then I pushed him out wide, and it kind of slowed down for him. But he's back at cam, he's doing work, he's brilliant here, he's got another opportunity, taken out in the box. No foul there, but they do give away the ball straight to Dave Scott, lays it off to Çalhanoğlu, who lays it off to Marlon. But unfortunately, an Arsenal player does get a foot in, and they do clear it away. 17 minutes in, the first chance for Arsenal here as Simone Verdi receives the ball. Dinks it over the top nicely for Kieran Tierney, charging through because James has been caught out of position, but back to Verdi. Whipped across. Easy save there by Collins. No real options in the box for him there. As Matuidi luckily gets the ball there, back after the Tomori tackle. Little 1-2 with the Verdi. Whips it across to the back post. Lewis has got it covered. Harper nods it away. And eventually we defend that one nicely and get the ball away to Çalhanoğlu. Dave Scott's making a run on the wide. He actually decides to go inside to Tonali. Takes the ball in his stride quite nicely. Marlon ahead of him. Little 1-2 between Tonali and Marlon. Dinked over the top then to Chuck Wazy out on the right hand side. Looks to get the better of Kieran Tierney. But Tierney is defended really nicely there. Gives away the ball though cheaply. And there's a man over in the box. Lovely slide there. And it was very close to being an own goal. It actually hit the post. And unfortunately for us, it didn't double our lead as they're on the attack here again as Simone Verdi throws the ball to Kieran Tierney. Reece James gets the better of him but plays it right back to him as he tries to clear it away. Little 1-2 there. Tierney back out wide. Got a man over at the back in Pepe. Dinks it across. Jamal Lewis though defends brilliantly. Forces the ball out for a corner. Marlon just before the hour mark. We're into the second half. Lays the ball across to Dave Scott. Takes it nicely. Tries to dribble into the box. Gets tackled. They try and clear it only as far as Tonali. Again, we go back. The play was stopped. Tonali did stay down after that tackle. And at the hour mark, we are forced to take off Dave Scott. It is a dislocated shoulder. He's going to be out for 8 weeks. So it's not the best injury. It's not the worst injury, definitely not. 8 weeks is still quite a long time though. But we do have a good rotation in Oliver Burke to come in on that left-hand side, and take over. I mean, a really nice chance there by Marlon, but it's a great save by Leno. Forces it out, and it's still 1-0. Arsenal are still in this game. They still have so much time to get back into this one as Moussa Dembele out to Thiago Mendes. Thiago Mendes lays it off to Coleman. Again, Thiago Mendes to Matuidi. They out wide, they've got Nicolas Pepe. Again to Coleman. They've just passing it around really nicely here. Thiago Mendes threads it through to Pepe. They've got a man in the box. And this just is a perfectly weighted cross right onto the head of Moussa Dembele, who nods it into the back of the net. Makes it 1-1. And it was just a brilliant cross there by Nicolas Pepe on his stronger left foot. And it's just, boom, right onto his head. But we're on the attack here, trying to get back in front. We give away the ball and they clear it upfield. Nice header there to Çalhanoğlu by Tomori. Takes it down quite nicely as well as he plays it up to Marlon. He's going to thread it through to Ollie Burke. Cuts inside, gets the better of Rob Holding and then just slots it. But it goes wide of the post. You expect the CR7 of the Europa League to be tucking those ones home. But from the resulting goal kick, Leno's going to play it short to Kieran Tierney. He's been decent all game defensively. But right here, they play themselves into a bit of bother. We win the ball back. We play it through to Çalhanoğlu. Man over in the box is Chuck Wazy. And on the right foot, actually, a really nice goal on his right foot, his weaker right foot. 2-1. We're back in front from an Arsenal defensive error. They're just dilly-dallying around the back. They had no options to pass it to. They didn't clear it. And we're going to win this game 2-1. A brilliant result for us. And we go ahead and pick up all 3 points in a game, which we thought we would have only got 1 because of that late goal. But thankfully, we do continue with 3 points. After a dodgy start against Everton, picking up 3 points here today is a good one. And hopefully we can continue that because I want to get Champions League qualification this season. I want to finish top 4 is my aim. Maybe even top 3, but I do see here, dislocated shoulder for Dave Scott. He will be out for 8 weeks. It's not the best news, but we do have rotation and it isn't that long because there is an international break in between. So he should only miss 3 or maybe 4 games, which isn't too bad. But we move right from that Arsenal game into a game against Manchester City. I'm talking of defensive mistakes. We make one right there as Collins plays the ball right into the path of Sané, but he closes him down brilliantly as Marlon looks to get away from Kimpembe, and he kind of finds himself in a bit of bother. He actually forces himself into the midfield, a bit too deep, but he plays it to Chukwueze, a really nice ball. But unfortunately, there was no real power behind that one, and it was easy for Edison to save it. The ball threaded there to Ollie Burke, and he's just hit that one on his left foot. He is a right footer, I do believe. And he's just unfortunately hit that one on his left foot, and it's gone well wide of the post. 19 yards out. Leroy Sané hits the post. Opportunity there for another free kick goal against us by Man City. Obviously, De Bruyne scored one against us last season. 32 minutes into the game, you can see it's pretty much all City here as Jamal Lewis intercepts the ball, threads it through to Burke, using his pace. We've got a lot of pace in our attack, so we've got a brilliant counter-attacking side. He's just going to lay the ball across to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, strikes it first time. Edison, though, with great reactions, keeps the scores at 0-0 as we move into the second half. Right from kickoff, Lewis is going to receive the ball out on the left-hand side, charging forward, looking for some options in the midfield. He's got Harper and Tonali. Çalhanoğlu then receives the ball from Harper. Again, just playing it around the midfield, waiting for some options. And out wide is Reece James. He's going to cut it back inside to Marlon. And he's got an option. Nice little body feints there. Strikes it. Trying to sneak that one in at the near post, but it's a great save again by Edison. Keeping the scores at 0-0 with Chukwueze. We insert the ball off to De Bruyne and we play it to Chukwueze. We've got him on the counter here. Again, the pace is coming in so useful as Marlon lays it across to Chukwueze. Great strike. And it's an even better save by Edison. And Man City do pass their way out from the back as once again we're coming forward. Tonali to Marlon. Marlon's going to wait for Chukwueze to make the run. He decides instead to go to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who gets the ball intercepted off of him by Kimpembe, who fires it up to Munir. Then to Sané. Sané's going to play it to Kevin De Bruyne. And just look, watch this ball. Brilliant ball. Watch this touch. Dinks it over the head of one defender. Ball rolls the other. And then just strikes it at the near post. That is the best goal I've ever conceded from the AI. Incredible goal by Bernardo Silva. 69 minutes into the game. It's 1-0. It's been a fairly even game. And just look at that. Dinks it over one. Ball rolls Hegazi. Strikes it in at that near post. There's nothing you can do for a bit of skill like that. No way I could have defended that. It was a brilliant goal. And they're looking to double that lead here as Munir is going to dribble into the box, try and lead it across. Trying to score that sweaty goal as Tonali receives the ball from Collins. We're going to work our way upfield here. They've got a man over in Ollie Burke. Their wing-back has come so far up the pitch. Ollie Burke is pretty much one-on-one with the keeper. Just got to tuck it around. And we're right back into this game because of a defensive mistake by Cancelo. He came way too far up the pitch and we just exploited that space. The space he left, we just exploited it with our pace. And it's now 1-1. And I just want to say we're undefeated at the Etihad. We beat him here last season. So we're going to look to do it again with the 9 minutes left in the game. Harper's going to receive the ball in the midfield. Plays it through to Tonali. Tonali through to Marlon. He gets to the ball before Edison. Edison's left an empty net. The ball dinked across to Ollie Burke, who just heads it home into that open net. Another mistake by Edison. He made one at the Hawthorns. He's made one here. He thought that he could get to the ball before Marlon. Left an open net for Burke to nod it into. And it's just poor from the Man City defence and keeper. As again, there's so much space for Chukwueze to go into. Marlon's got the better of the defence. He's just going to dink it over the top. It's 3-1 against Manchester City because of defensive mistakes. We've just caught them out 3 times. They've left space for the wing-backs for goal number 1 and number 3. And the keeper just left an open net for the second goal. Once again, we have beat Man City at the Etihad. We've just got Pep Guardiola's number. We know how to beat him. He's asking us here again, how did you do that? I'm going to say, hey, that's for me to know and you to find out. Because we have got Pep Guardiola's number. We have got Man City's number. We put up a good fight against them at the Hawthorns last season as well. So, if we could do the double over Man City this season, that would be brilliant. But that's not going to be it for this season episode. We're going to have one more game, which is going to be against Stoke, who were promoted with us last season. And they beat us on the final day, if you remember that, just before the Europa League. They did put some doubts into our mind as they beat us. We're going to simulate this game against QPR in the early rounds of the Carabao Cup with our rotation side. We're going to lose 2-0. I've not really got any focus, any real need to win the Carabao Cup. We've already won that. My next cup that I want to win is the FA Cup, then the Premier League, then the Champions League. I think that's what we do, and then we end the series pretty much. But as we stand, we've got 2 wins, 1 loss. We're sitting in 5th place. Not too bad. Hopefully we can add another win to that in today's game against Stoke. As the first chance comes 8 minutes in. From the corner, it's headed away only as far as Reece James. He tries to play the ball in the midfield. It actually deflects right back to him. Tomori plays it to Marlon, gets the better of the defence, strikes it across goal. But it is just slightly off of target. As 16 minutes in, the first chance for Stoke here. They work their way up the field here. Allen to Ajorque. He scored the winning goal against us, and he tries to score another one. But Collins has got it covered this time. 25 minutes into the game. Another chance for us here. Jamal Lewis keeps this one in. Nods it down to Harper. Harper's going to throw it through to Tonali. He's got men ahead of him. Marlon's got a lot of space to run into. Gets the better of Martins Indy. Stops. Cuts back inside. He plays it through to Chukwueze, who hits the post. Really nice effort there. They clear it away for a throw-in. We've got another opportunity. Still on the attack as Chukwueze receives the ball. Lovely bit of close dribbling. Plays it to Tonali. Tonali plays it to Çalhanoğlu. He turns his man brilliantly, and he just curls that one past the keeper. Hakan Çalhanoğlu is back. After that tailbone injury, he came back into the squad, and he is scoring consistently in the Premier League, which is what you love to see. It's how he started last season. He kind of died off, as I said, when we put him out wide. But he's in that cam position now this season, and he is loving life. We're still not done though. As Reece James intercepts the ball, and he keeps possession brilliantly. He holds off about 3 men, I think, in total there, and plays the ball across to Tomori. He's charging forward. He likes to get forward, Tomori. He plays the ball to Çalhanoğlu. Tried to play it first time to Chukwueze. The second time, it does work. 2 men in the middle to aim for. Decides to go it alone. He then eventually plays it to Çalhanoğlu, who lays it off to Ollie Burke, who's come in for the injured Dave Scott. And he just slots that one into that bottom right-hand corner, doubling our lead, putting us 2-0 ahead against Stoke. And that's pretty much the game wrapped up there. Because, obviously, defensively this season, we've actually been pretty solid. And against Stoke, I don't see us conceding. Obviously, we're going to on the attack here just before half-time. 43rd minute, a lovely threaded ball through to Marlon. He beats the defensive line. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he just dinks it over the top. That is a brilliant chip. It's a beautiful goal. It's 3-0. Game, set, and match now. Should we just end it at half-time? Should we all go home now early? Go home early? As we into the injury time of the first half, we're still attacking. We still want more. Marlon once again beats the defensive line. Strikes it though this time right at the keeper. And unfortunately for us, it's going to just be 3-0 at half-time, not 4. There's another chance here. Actually going to go Stoke's way. But we do get it away nicely. Another lovely little header. Çalhanoğlu to Burke, one of the goal scorers. So 2 goal scorers combined in there actually. As Harper. He's going to play it to Çalhanoğlu. Turns to Tonali. Tonali up to Marlon. Back to Tonali, looking to get his first goal for the club. And he puts that shot wide of the post. Still 3-0. We are looking for that 4th. As Dagba whips the ball across to Morenos. Headed away. Only as far as Woods. He lods off to Angeleri. Back to Woods. Could have made it 3-1 there, but unfortunately his shot was off target. 15 minutes left in the game. Joe Allen into the box. He's got men in the middle to cut it across to. We intercept it and clear it away. Burke's going to look to keep this one in, and he does. First time pass is blocked, but it falls right back to him, and he plays it to Harper. Harper's looking to start a counter-attack here as he plays it to Tonali. Tonali to Çalhanoğlu. He knows he's not the quickest, so he's going to play it to Marlon, one of the quickest players on the team. And he just strikes that one with the venom behind it. 4-0. Marlon has 2. Çalhanoğlu has 1. Burke has 1. And we're going to win this game. And guess what? We have won. W-O-N, not O-N-E. But there you go. Shaking hands with the Stoke manager. Applauding the fans. We're loving it. Another win on the tally. Going to do the post-match press conference. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.